What up guys, welcome to the final forecast of the week. It is Friday, it is soon going to be market close. As you may know, I'm trading until 5 p.m. London time. That is my cutoff time, and after 12 p.m. I'm only looking for high probability setups, so really cream of the crop as I'm looking for on Monday and Tuesday, so kind of the same criteria. But let's get right into the market and let's take a look at what is currently happening. This is EU and it is stuck in a range, clearly stuck in a range. Again, as I said yesterday, this is not a big warning sign. It's more of a consolidation before we maybe continue down. Prior to that, we had a nice impulse down, so I'm looking for that impulse to continue trending down. Let's see if that will happen, so that we can get that nice downtrend and that we can get some entries. As you know, I'm trading two continuation patterns. First continuation pattern is called the flag, which looks like a flag, and the second one is just a break of the most recent low or the high, and then a retest. That's when I enter on the retest of the most recent low or the most recent high. So that would be it for EU. Again, I'm also looking if this will maybe descend, and it is important to mention the liquidity areas below. So we have these clear liquidity areas below and above the range. Let's see how the price reacts in these areas. Do we just break and retrace, or do we ascend into them and maybe get a nice reversal? Of course, to get the confirmation we need to get a nice push and then a continuation, or at least a 2-candle break, for the price to clearly move away from the consolidation phase and from this clear flat range. As I said, this doesn't look bad, but it is pausing. We need to wait for the next trend. So moving on to EJ, again stuck in a range. I was not looking for any trade. We have a descending structure going into an ascending structure and then descending again, so kind of breaking and retracing all the way. Here we haven't got any conviction of this impulse down. We got a huge wick on the bottom, just a 1-candle push. So this is similar to EU but not the same. It is stuck in a range, but the overall price action is also not looking good, so this looks a bit worse than EU. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for a nice continuation to the downside, or a nice continuation to the upside, continuation trade I mean. So I'm looking for large momentum up or large momentum down. I'm also looking for the price to descend and then reverse, or I'm looking for the price to ascend and then reverse to the downside like this. So that would be it on EJ. Nothing really conducive here, nothing really to see, and I don't think we will get any sort of entries for the rest of Friday. I think we just need to be a lot more patient. This is now AU, so Aussie and US dollar. And what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing that we have a descending or kind of an ascending going into a descending structure. Now I was looking for a trade right here, so I was interested because we got a nice clean close. We were getting this downtrend, huge wick here, then we continued, and then we continued again. No momentum shift in this pullback. This we had a little momentum shift, but then again it did look okay to me. It did look like a good trade to place that 1% risk, and I did have a pending order at that level, but I did not get tagged in, and then the price did continue to the downside. This is when I removed the other order. It would be too far from the entry point, so let me just go back to here. So this is the point where I would remove the order because it would be too far from the inside bar, which would be the entry point. And yeah, that's about it for AU. Then we just continued ranging, and I would actually be stopped out if I was taken in here. So yeah, I kind of avoided a 1% loss, but after the clean close I definitely was interested because I was seeing this as trending and this channel to channel did not really concern me once we kind of broke out of the structure to a downside at this point. Then we ascended and then we went down again. We got this sort of a V reversal, got double wicks, and this is not showing me anything currently. I saw a clear momentum shift here, I saw a clear volatility, so clear V reversal, and I am just looking for this to continue down. To be honest, I don't think I would be looking for a break and retest at this point because the prior price action is not looking that conducive. What I would look for is more of a push and then maybe a nice flag or a nice break and retest further down. Or I would look for a V reversal like this, a range, push up, and then a nice flag to go long. So something of this sort. Again, that's the V reversal, then a range, then a push up pattern. And then we can also just completely reverse and then get a nice trade further up. I don't think this will form on a Friday. There is no more time. There is, I think, five or six more hours. So not really seeing that happening, but maybe on a Monday. The overall price action is, you could say, moving in this corrective descending structure. But then again, we need to see a clean descending to look for a trade. This is not enough. Then we come to the Aussie and the Japanese yen. This one also correctively descending, and I did have a pending order on at this level right here. So right here what I was seeing this descending into an ascending, into another descending, but then this started to trend. We did see nice moves to the downside. And yeah, I was definitely interested in taking a trade right here because I was also seeing a nice clean close. So that was really high probability, and I was seeing no momentum shift in the pullbacks. So we got the push down right here, not really a momentum shift, another push, not a momentum shift, continued, no momentum shift, and then continued again with a clean close. So I did have a pending order on, but when the next candle formed, I removed the order because it would be too far from the entry area. It would need to go too far to my entry candle. And then we broke the high retraced and are now just signaling a range as far as I can tell. So we broke the high retrace, broke the low retraced, got this V volatility. So what I'm expecting to see maybe a trade to sell is a nice range in this area, push down, and then a flag to go short like this. I would be interested in taking that, or I just want to see a nice continuation down like this. I would not be taking a break and retest from here because this has showed me a V reversal, so I'm expecting a range bound market. I want to see this continue further down, and then I would be happy to look for trades, but kind of lower in this area. Also, we can reverse up. In that case, if we get a nice push, I will look for a trade, but I'm expecting if we do reverse, I'm just expecting a range in this general area. So this pair does not look good. I don't see anything good on this one. Let's move on to the pound. Now this one looks interesting, and I do see some potential on the pound. The only setups I'm looking for right here are a large impulse and then a break and retest. So that can form in this area right here. We got a nice large push, then we got this pullback. Currently we're getting no momentum shift. This can change. We can get the momentum shift here, but we can also continue down, get a clean close, and then do a break and retest trade. So I would definitely be interested in that sort of a setup. Right here, I would be interested in this. And let's see if this will actually give us a nice break and retest, a nice push down, or if this will just reverse. If it reverses, I'm expecting a range, push up, and then a flag further up, or a break and retest further to the upside. Moving on to the next one, we have the New Zealand and the Japanese yen. So what is happening here? Well, on this pair I was not looking for any setups. Maybe some people were looking for a trade after this candle formed. For me, it didn't fit my plan. I was not seeing enough of momentum here. I also saw a momentum shift right here in this pullback, so this was just not really enough for me. I didn't have any orders on at any point, and then we continued down and then we reversed up, so this looks range bound currently. We now broke the low, retraced, and the overall structure here is also correctively descending, we can say, or at least in my personal opinion, this is correctively descending. So let's see if we will get more of a descending and then that nice reversal up like this, or if we get any sort of large momentum up, then a break and retest, or a large momentum down and then a break and retest, because the current price action is not showing me anything conducive and I don't see any reason to look for trades currently. I just don't see any potential even. This has just pushed down, retraced back up, we got a V reversal, and then we broke the low, retraced, so a big warning sign that we are going to be range bound. So that's it for the forecast. Let's see if we get some setups in the next 5 hours. The pound is on my radar. That's the only one with potential in my opinion. So I will see you guys in the next video, and let's see what the next week has for us.